Hi, welcome back to CES 2012, and we've moved over to the ASUS suite. With me is Rich Swinburne, who's going to talk us through some interesting products. Rich, I've said it's interesting, so what have you got for us?
Hi guys, right. So first up, brand new Thunder FX external USB DAC. So this can be plugged into the PC via USB here, so it's got its own software as well, or you can plug it into any external analog device like a PS3 or a Xbox 360 or a Hi-Fi. So it's multifunctional. You can change the inputs and adjust the volume here, and also it's got headphone and microphone inputs for headsets as well, and you've got specific Xbox 360 input for which you can plug into your headset mic from the 360. And also built in is a microphone, so it'll analyze environmental noise and compare it against the microphone input and then minimize the environmental noise. So what you're putting through to the PC or your Xbox is just your voice control.
Okay, so at the moment, you're bundling this with a high-end motherboard, so the plan is to do it completely separately.
Well, we're evaluating the market at the moment, so this will be available in the next few months. Right now, this is just early sample model, so it'll be slightly more matte on the retail, and we'll see what the market tells us, and then we'll act accordingly.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question which you probably can't answer. How much, if you had to have a rough guess, will it be?
We don't know yet. So right now, this is still early sample, and we'll announce more details within the next few months.
And as a quick recap, can you just tell us who it's for? Because most people traditionally go with an internal sound card. So what kind of gamer or enthusiast would go for this?
Right, so obviously we've got the Formula and G motherboards that have separate sound area on the PCB. So that's for people who like to use the Supreme FX3, so just use the onboard sound. And obviously we've got a brand new sound card now and this external USB. So you've got 3 levels of options for sound and gamers. And also this is multifunctional, and you can use it with G-series laptops as well. So it depends on what your personal tastes are in gaming and what other equipment you've got around as well.
Right, sure. You say you've got 3 levels of sound cards. So if we quickly scoot over here, you've got that second level.
Yeah. So this is the brand new Zonar Phoebus sound card. It's PCI Express X1 with a new Zonar chipset. And well, it's got the EMI shield on top and backlit logo right here. So right here, 6-pin PCI Express power. That may seem excessive.
Well, it's not a graphics card, is it?
No, but it's to because modern PSUs have a separate grounding for 6-pin power because the graphics cards require them. But so we've used that here to provide power to the headphone amp and also to provide separate grounding for it, so it's not grounded via the motherboard.
Right, so just presumably for higher quality purposes.
Yeah. So you'll get up to 118 decibel SNR via the Phoebus on the 7.1 out, and up to 110 decibel SNR on the headphone amp.
Right, and where does this fit into the ASUS catalog?
So this is premium audio, so you can.
So you've got a gadget there, haven't you?
Yeah. So this is the additional parts. This is all bundled in one package, and the audio control box plugs into the back via those 3 here. And this is volume control. You can mute it by there, and also you can plug in your headset like the Vulcan to it. But even if you don't have a headset, you can just plug in a normal set of headphones here, and there's 2 microphones built in that'll analyze environmental noise and then isolate it, or compare it to what your voice is putting in, and then isolate your voice and then transmit that to the sound card. So
from the headset, you've got 1 layer of protection in terms of volume or speaking, and through this you get a second.
Yeah. So you've got headphone amplification from here, and then you've got noise isolation, environmental noise isolation from here, and from Vulcan you've got active noise cancellation from the surround. So you've got sort of multi-levels of.
That's not a cancellation, isn't it?
So you've got, well, they're successive. So if you're in a huge LAN of like thousands of people all shouting into their headsets, you've got voice cancellation, you've got sound active noise cancellation from everyone else as well. So what you're shouting into the mic to command other people in your team is being heard precisely, and you're hearing them precisely as well. So it's like you're in your own environment. Okay,
fantastic. Now changing gears completely and moving just a bit further down, routers.
Right.
Now, this is the successor, I believe, to the pretty popular router you got now, high-end. Just talk us through this one.
So this is the brand new RT-N66, the successor to the 56 from last year. The main upgrade is that it's N900, so it does 450 megabit over 802.11a, 5 gigabits band, and also 802.11n 2.4. And it will do both 5 gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz at the same time via the 3 high-quality antenna. And it's got a 600 megahertz SoC in it with heatsink on it, so you'll never burn it out, you'll never overheat it. And it'll do up to 300,000 concurrent connections. And you can also plug in USB hard drives as well as USB multifunction printers, scanners, and directly through it. So you don't need to buy expensive external storage options as well.
Okay, just going back to one thing you just said there. So it's dual band, but it's concurrent because quite a few routers out there do both bands, but obviously it switches in between.
Yeah.
So hence to get that sort of speed that you're quoting almost in the model name, it can do both concurrently.
Yeah. So it'll do both. So if you've got multiple devices in the room, so if you're surfing with a laptop on N-spec, you can be going around outside, etc. But if you're on the shorter high performance waveband of the 5 gigahertz in the same room, it'll do the same. It'll do to the two devices, and the software inside works out the best connection between the three of them and isolates the signal. So you have minimizing of cross signal and better bandwidth.
Okay, and one last question. Obviously, being a very high-end router, you can probably custom upgrade this one in terms of firmware.
Yeah. So it has up to 512 meg RAM on it, as well as 32 meg of flash, and that's upgradable as well. So I think I have to check if we're looking into how open source that is, but I will find out for you.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, thanks very much, Rich. So that's 3 fairly interesting products from ASUS. We've got 2 sound cards for different purposes, and plus a very, very high-spec router. Next, we're going to look at motherboards, which is probably what ASUS is best known for. So stay tuned for more from ASUS TV.